Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this press conference. We have Coach Ricky Ponting from the Capitals to address this meet. Please mute yourself and raise your hand to ask a question to Ricky. We shall start with the first question from Subhayan Chakrabarti.
Hi Ricky, good evening. Ricky, Ravichandran Ashwin didn't even complete his 4 over quota. He was bowling so well today. So do you think that was something bit of miscalculation?
Yeah, it's certainly something that we'll talk about when I get a chance to sit down with the team. You're right, he had bowled beautifully, bowled his three overs, none for 14, hadn't conceded a boundary. So yeah, look, he had a disappointing game in game one, Ashwin, and he's worked really hard on his bowling the last few days to make sure that he adjusted and got things right for this game, and I thought he bowled beautifully tonight. So probably is a mistake on our behalf and something that we will be talking about later on.
Next question we shall take from Shashwat Kumar.
Good evening, Ricky. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, you opted to play with 3 frontline fast bowlers today. Meant that an overseas batsman sat out. So is that something that you will continue to do moving forward, even when someone like Andy Knockley returns to your side, or what was the thinking?
Look, we are trying to pick what we think is the right team for conditions and opposition teams every game. We made the 2 changes from game 1 to game 2, obviously with Rabada being available for selection for this game. He had to come straight back into the side, and we're looking to try and get the right balance. At the moment with Akshar Patel not available for selection, our balance is out a little bit. So we tried to sort of mix and match things a little bit today. We also wanted to give Lalit Yadav an opportunity and show us what he's capable of in the middle order for the Delhi Capitals. So, look, I thought Lalit was good today. Probably didn't get away at the end of his innings the way that he would have wanted to, but look, we were really comfortable with our selections, and thinking about the 13-over mark of our bowling innings, the second innings of the game, everything was going according to plan. So we just made a few errors coming in the last 4 or 5 overs of the game, and when you're a little bit off against any team in the IPL, if you just bowl a couple of bad balls and over, or a couple of overs here and there is quite often the difference in the outcome, and we didn't get things right at the back end tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, the way Morris batted in really out of great innings for Rajasthan. Do you think what could Delhi bowlers would have done differently to stop him? Probably the way Rabada bowled outside the off. Do you think that was the trick missed?
Yeah, we probably just gave him a few too many easy balls, a few too many slot balls, if you like. The length wasn't quite where it needed to be. I think if you look at the replay of the game, if we bowled a reasonable Yorker, he didn't score off it, and if it was back of a length, sort of above stump high, he didn't really get hold of many either, especially with the pace on the ball. So, we talked about how we wanted to bowl to him. The execution probably wasn't quite there. The other thing you got to factor in as well is just how wet and how dewy the ball was in the second innings of the game. So it wasn't easy for the bowlers to grip. I think you could see at the end there that there were a few full tosses that the fast bowlers bowling the ball just slipping out of their hands a little bit. But that's part and parcel of IPL cricket. We knew coming here that it would probably be a little bit of dew in the second half of the game, and we didn't adapt and we didn't execute as well as we could have tonight.
Last question,
Hi Ricky, good evening. I just wanted to ask you about Avesh Khan. How impressed are you with his performance? Because he has given 2 consistent back-to-back performances where he has been able to give you wickets at the start.
Yeah, look, he's been ultra impressive pretty much from the first day that we arrived here in our training camp. You could see that physically he looks a little bit better. I think he's lost a little bit of weight from last season. He's definitely fitter. He's definitely bowling faster. And with that little bit of extra fitness on his side, I think he's able to maintain his action a little bit better. He's certainly been able to maintain his pace a little bit better, and his lines and lengths and use of his slow balls and variations have been excellent so far. So, with coming into the first game, Ishant Sharma obviously had a little heel niggle that we've been trying to work through, but Avesh has grabbed his opportunity with both hands, and he's been around this franchise for a few years now, and he hasn't got the opportunities that he's been craving. So, basically he knew that he had to go away and work really hard. He spent some time with the Indian team over the 5 or 6 weeks leading into the IPL, did a lot of bowling, and I think that really helped him coming here. So, look, so far he's been one of our real finds, and if you've got an Indian fast bowler like him, and then you've got the likes of Wokes, Nortje and Rabada and Curran and those guys around, then we end up with a really strong fast bowling brigade.